There's a recent convert to Islam named Charee Stanley. She's here in America. She is a flight attendant for ExpressJet. Now, she recently realized, because she's only been a convert 2 years, that it turns out she thinks she can't give alcohol to people because it would be against her religious beliefs. And so she wants to be able to keep her job while also practicing her religion. So obviously Mike Huckabee and Ted Cruz are totally on her side. They've done a press conference where they're basically hugging her. Oh, no, they haven't. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Now, at this point, you would think like, well, if you can't serve drinks and you're a flight attendant, that could be a bit of a problem. But actually, ExpressJet was pretty good in the beginning, and they said that maybe she could work it out if she made a deal. So they explained here at the Huffington Post, the airline told her to make a deal with the fellow flight attendants so they could provide the beverages, Masri said. Okay, now Masri's standing up for her. He's at the Council on American-Islamic Relations, their Michigan chapter, right? And that worked for a while. So she would go to her fellow flight attendant and say, hey, you know what, I can't, because of my religious beliefs, can't hand out the alcohol. Can you do it for me? And they'd say, yeah, no problem. And then it turns out one of her fellow flight attendants did not agree and broke the deal. So they were worried that Stanley, she had a book with foreign writings and wore a headdress. Ooh, that sounds scary. I mean, how sad is it here in America that anytime we see foreign writing, we're like, oh my God, foreigners! Ah! You remember the story we did in Louisiana? There was a sign in Hebrew saying, welcome home, Yamit. And they were like, oh my God, it's in Arabic! The Muslims are coming! So somebody obviously threw her on their bus, or in this case, threw her under a plane, okay? So she couldn't do the deal anymore. And so she had to either do it or leave the job. And the ExpressJet said, well, if you don't have a deal, I need you to be a flight attendant. Part of the job of being a flight attendant is handing out the alcoholic beverages. So they put her on an unpaid 12-month leave, which is significant, on the way to apparently an ExpressJet out of that job, right? So now her lawyers say that they emphasize that Stanley's request to accommodate her faith was not at the expense of anyone else. Now they're trying to make a distinction here between her and Kim Davis, the Christian down in Kentucky, who says, I won't give out marriage licenses for gay couples or even straight couples because I'm so bothered by the gay couple ruling that the Supreme Court made. They say, look, in this case, this is not a government official. She doesn't have control over anyone else's life. She's just trying to do her job, and while her religious beliefs are respected, and it's not at the expense of anyone else. I disagree. Okay. Now, they say, wait, I'll explain why. They say, now, again, her lawyer, serving alcohol is not a central duty of being a flight attendant. Now, I know the flight attendants love to talk about, oh, our job is mainly for safety and so. I know, but let's keep it real. Flight attendants do hand out drinks and food. They all do. You can, parse your words on whether that's an essential part of the job or not essential part of the job, but it is certainly a part of the job. And if you say, I am not going to do that job, well, then you can't have that job. Now, I wish it all worked out. If everybody was cool and everybody was down and her fellow flight attendants stepped up on her behalf and were good friends to her, great, then everybody's a winner and we don't have to have this issue. But the one that, is worried about the headdress and the foreign writing, she's probably worried, or she or he is probably worried about everything in the world, right? Sees spirits and demons in all the corners, right? But that is his or her right. She doesn't have to hand out drinks as a favor to this other employee. She's got every right in the world to say, hey, no, I'm going to do my job and you do your job, okay? And if this woman in this case can't do her job, I'm sorry, but you can't have it. You got to go get another job. So, I mean, now we're talking about suing. Okay, well, we've been over this many, many times. You say that you want a job, but then you don't want to do parts of it because of your particular religion. I don't really care about your religion. Like, I want you to be able to practice your religion. You go home, and if somebody comes to your house and they want a drink, they got another thought coming to them because you are not giving them a drink. Not in your home. Ham, bacon, hell no, right? Not going to happen, okay? I come to your house, ask for a BLT sandwich, you kick me in the ass and ask me to leave. God bless. It's a free country. Allah bless. Everybody bless, okay? You get to do it in the privacy of your own home. But if you're a Christian clerk and you say, I will not do my job because I happen to have a religious difference with the United States Constitution, well, then that's a sad day for you. If you're a flight attendant and you say, I will not do a part of my job because I've got other religious beliefs, I'm going to chalk that up to a sad day for you. Now, one more from her attorney. What this case comes down to is no one should have to choose between their career and religion, and it's incumbent upon employers to provide a safe environment where employees can feel they can practice their religion freely. No, it's not incumbent upon employers to do that at all. It's incumbent upon employers to do whatever the hell they do in their line of work. It's incumbent upon you, if you want that job, to do that job. So I wish it had worked out. I got no antipathy towards her. And, I get her motivations and I wish her well. And I hope she finds a great, great job and an even better job where she makes more money or she likes it more, she's more at peace with it. But you can't ask other people to do your job, and if they don't do it or they don't help you out, then go and turn around and sue your employer for making you do the job that you signed up for. Can't have it. No way. Don't agree with her, and she has got to go get another job. Yeah, there could be all the hypocrites in the world, and no, the Christian demagogues in this country like Huckabee are not rushing to her defense, of course. So, is it ironic on their part? Of course it is. Is it a fly in their Chardonnay? Apparently. Okay, in a couple of different ways. But overall, you can't say that my religion doesn't allow me to do your job, but keep paying me for that job anyway. Imagine some, hairy Christians, make it up, come in here and say, I'd like to do a talk show. Oh, but I realize I can't talk for Harry because of the Hare Krishna and whatever he or she believes, whatever Krishna is. Like, well, that's your prerogative, dude, but there's a Hare Krishna center right down the street. It's LA. Okay, you go take your non-talking ass over there. We do talk shows here. And on planes, here's what people really need: a good drink.